Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, dear brothers and sisters in Islam. First of all, a disclaimer. I am not a Shiite Muslim categorically, or so to speak, you shouldn't even call me a Sunni Muslim. I would like to be called a Muslim because this is the name that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran gave it to us. In the Surah Al-Hajj, He said, "Huwa sammakumul muslimin min qablu wa fi hada." Yani, even before Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and after him, all those who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the true believers, inshaAllah, we should be considered Muslims. Let's not fight over petty things. But this is a serious issue that this brother of ours, his channel's name is Ahlul Bayt TV, very misleading name because it looks like as if he's doing some kind of service to Ahlul Bayt, but it's very sad that he has this video that I am doing a response to. He has done very sad mixing of different audios and videos. First starts with Ahad, Allah's name, and then you have Shaykh Musawi, Hafidahullah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect him. He was asked some questions. Let me go through some questions quickly. The question was asked about Alehissalam, and the Shaykh gave references of Bukhari, and he said there are more than 300 references. Yes, actually, I myself have read Bukhari. I've read Al-Lu'lu wal-Marjan, another book that's agreed upon hadith from Bukhari and Muslim both. I'm sure the people of knowledge will know what book I'm talking about. Yes, over there, Fatima alayhi salam, you will find Ali alayhi salam. You will find alayhi salam is not something that is reserved for the prophets of Allah. Alayhi salam is not something that you use only for the prophets of Allah. Nowhere in the Quran or in the ahadith it says that it is reserved for the prophets. We say Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Ali Muhammad in every prayer. In our prayers we say Allah assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. So on Rasulullah, when we say salam, we include all the righteous servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I just don't understand that why the brother is saying that it is kufr, the brother who has uploaded the video, because the titles the video as Sunni questions Shaykh while he commits open shirk life. Astaghfirullah. Shaykh Musawi, with all due respect, I might disagree with him on other things, but yes, here he's not committing shirk by any means, saying that Astaghfirullah, alayhi salam, by saying alayhi salam you could commit shirk. And shirk is also when he's saying Ali and Quran are not separated. I know he's referring to a hadith. I don't know the authenticity of the hadith, but I just want to clarify at least this, that alayhi salam is mentioned in our books of hadith, in the books of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So yes, categorically you could consider me a Sunni, but I am speaking the haqq, the truth. And by the way, in one of the comments someone mentioned a hadith, Mr. A4FK, that are you retarded bro? And it has been given 6 votes. Very good. The Prophet said, I leave behind 2 weighty things. Let me say the hadith in Arabic. Inni tarikun fikum thaqalain, kitabullah wa itrati wa Ahlul Bayti. This is beautiful, one of the beautiful ahadith that many narrations have come, in the Sunni books. And I'm sure most of the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah are familiar with Shaykh Muhammad Nasiruddin Albani rahimahullah, that his Silsilatul Ahadith al-Sahihah, he has brought this hadith and mentioned some of its chains, that from where this hadith has come. No doubt in this hadith whatsoever that yes, Prophet ﷺ has mentioned it is a mutawatir hadith according to the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Dozens of Sahaba have narrated this hadith. Anyway, I don't want to go into the details. That yes, Prophet ﷺ did say that I'm leaving with you the book of Allah and my sunnah, my family. I'm sorry, he did say my family. It's the words in the hadith are not my sunnah. Sunnah maybe other places he has mentioned, like he said, alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-khulafa ar-rashidin al-mahdiyyin. It is there, the other hadith also. So yes, we could, our Muslim brothers, whether they call themselves Shia or Sunni, we could disagree on the interpretation, on the explanation, on the sharh, on the tafsir, but please do not hide the truth, brothers. And my friend Ahlul Bayt TV, I just don't understand that what service you're trying to do with Islam, by doing this. You're creating more friction, and people are calling each other evil names. Like one guy said, Shias are like Jews, and astaghfirullah. We are Muslims. Let us forget about these things, put these things aside, and love the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What are you going to lose if you love the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? It's only a win-win case, And the other thing is, Sheikh Musbi was asked about a question that why Ali is not mentioned in the Quran if he is so important. I'm sure a Sunni asked the question, and Sheikh Musbi was very careful, very polite and decent in giving his answer. But let me give an answer here. Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mention Abu Bakr in the Quran, Umar in the Quran, Uthman in the Quran? Same way, the only person named by Quran is Zayd, and that is also in a different context. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by name, he's never addressed directly. Allah never told him, Ya Muhammad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his titles, Ya ayyuhar Rasul, Ya ayyuhal Muzzammil. Addressing someone by his name is not more respectful as compared to when you address some human fellow with his title, like Doctor, Mr. Doctor, Dr. Sahab, or Professor, or Sir, or all kinds of titles and this and that. When you address someone with a title, you give them respect. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the whole Quran, he is never addressed Ya Muhammad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has addressed him, Ya ayyuhar Rasul, Ya ayyuhal Nabi, Ya ayyuhal Muzzammil, Ya ayyuhal Muddathir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has addressed our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam with many, 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 many titles. So Prophet is not addressed by his name as, so to speak, that, oh Muhammad. His name has come in different contexts in the Quran, like 4 times or so to speak, and Ahmad has also been mentioned. So anyway, last thing, at 11:55 of this video, after around the 11th minute, some audio starts where unfortunately Mr. Ahlul Bayt TV made it look like as if Sheikh Musawi is committing this shirk. Let me tell this to everybody, that there is a group, just like there is a group who are called Nasibiyin or Nasibi, there is a group who are called Nusairis, or Nusahri. There are different ways people say their name, but Nusairi, this is a group that even great Shiite scholars have warned people to stay away from, because they equate Sayyidina Ali Alehissalam with God. Yes, I am saying Sayyidina Ali Alehissalam. And by the way, one of the great Salafi Imams, one of the great Sunnah Imams, let me say, Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahullah, may Allah be merciful to his soul, he said in his Fatawi that there is no problem with saying alayhi salam. Where did you bring this out from, that you can't say alayhi salam? Like the other day, one Muslim brother here in our masjid gave a khutbah, and he said, Karramallahu wajhahu is only for Shia. The Sunnah people say radiyallahu anhu only. This is so disappointing. Imam and Nisai people, open the book of Nisai. Nasai is one of the Sihah Sitta, the 6 authentic or known books of Sunnah. Imam al-Nisai, in the matan, in the body of the hadith, we're not talking about translations, in the actual body, the words of the hadith, he mentioned for Sayyidina Ali, Karramallahu wajahu, may Allah brighten his face, may Allah bless him. So anyway, Imam Ali alayhi salam, unfortunately, is being equated with God by the Nusayris. And if you listen to the very, very last words of this Shaykh in audio, which is not Musawi, he is actually equating Sayyidina Ali with God. He says he's Al-Muhaymin, he's saying the names of Allah. People, listen to the speech carefully. Disown that person. Don't link this with Sheikh Musawi. Musawi gave very beautiful answers, and I like that, especially in regards to the questions of why Ali is not mentioned in the Quran, and why Alehissalam, why not just radiyallahu anhu. Family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam which, by the way, of course, with all understandings and everything, there are three understandings that who are the Ahlul Bayt, but no one in the Ummah, whether they are called Shiites or Sunnis, the mainstream Islam, or our Shiite brothers, no one disagrees. No one has any issue with Sayyidina Ali, Sayyidina Hassan, Sayyidina Hussein and Fatima, or Ali, Fatima, Hassan and Hussein, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, of course, above all four of them. No one has a problem that they are not Ahlul Bayt. No Sunni has ever dared, in terms of our fuqaha and muhaddithin, that they are not Ahlul Bayt. La ilaha illallah, they are actually Ahlul Bayt on bidarajatil ula, on the highest daraja. Wives of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the Quraysh, the Banu Hashim of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they come after these great Ahlul Bayt. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given great fadila. Please open the books of Bukhari and Muslim and Tirmidhi and Ibn Majah and Abu Dawud and Nasai and Musnad Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. These are the known books of Sunnah that our scholars, muhaddithin, the scholars of hadith who collected the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, have put separate chapters on their fadail, on their virtues, separate from the Sahaba radiallahu anhum ajma'een also. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all. So I advise my brother Ahlul Bayt TV to correct himself, and if he has any guts as a true Muslim, that he should correct himself, that he made mistakes. This video in the end should not be linked with Sheikh Musawi. Musawi is not Nusairi. I can tell that. On the other hand, the guy in the end who's making a speech, well, God knows who this guy is, but he looks very clearly to me a Nusairi guy who equates Sayyidina Ali with God. This is not the true belief of neither one of us, whether it is Sunnah or Shia. No one considers anybody as God. May God protect us. And by the way, Sayyidina Ali burned those people alive who called him God, just so everybody knows that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all, unite the Muslim Ummah, and let us be respectful and loving to each other. Jazakumullahu khairan. Forgive me if I offended or hurt anybody's feelings, but I was tempted to say the truth, and I hope the word reaches out to the people. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.